In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on November 3rd, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Capitals versus Carolina Hurricanes. On Sunday afternoon, the Washington Capitals will be heading south to Raleigh, North Carolina, to face off against the Carolina Hurricanes, who share the same record and divisional rank. The game will take place at the Lenovo Center, marking an important division matchup with both teams on hot streaks. Washington has won an impressive 7 of their last 8 games, while the Hurricanes are riding a 5-game winning streak. Their most recent clash was last season, with the Hurricanes coming out on top in a 4-2 victory at home. The Hurricanes have shown strong dominance within their division, particularly against Metropolitan Division teams. Last season, they secured wins in 61.5% of their divisional matchups, and they appear to be continuing that trend this year. Carolina has held a clear advantage over Washington recently, posting a 5-0-2 record against them over the past 2 seasons. At the Lenovo Center, the Hurricanes have gone 3-0-1 in their last 4 encounters with the Capitals, demonstrating a clear home ice advantage. Defensively, the Hurricanes seem to have the upper hand in this matchup. Carolina ranks among the league's best in various defensive metrics, including average goals allowed per game, both last season and early into this season in 2024. The Capitals, on the other hand, have struggled defensively for over a year. Their goaltenders currently rank in the bottom half of the league in goals allowed per game, continuing a trend from last season. While the Hurricanes are off to a strong start, winning 7 of their first 9 games and 2 out of 3 at home, the Capitals have historically struggled on the road, losing over 56% of their away games last season. The Capitals recently experienced a tough road loss, falling 3-0 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. After playing on Saturday night, fatigue may also be a factor for Washington as they prepare for a quick turnaround. Meanwhile, the Hurricanes are in high gear, winning their last 5 games, including a recent 8-2 blowout victory over the Boston Bruins and a win against the Canucks. Carolina's offense is firing on all cylinders, having scored 4 or more goals in all but 3 games this season. Their defense has been just as effective, allowing 2 or fewer goals in 4 of their last 5 games. Given these dynamics, the Carolina Hurricanes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Historically, matchups between these 2 teams have produced high-scoring games. 2 of their last 3 meetings have gone over the total goal line, with one particularly high-scoring affair in March, where 13 goals were scored. The Hurricanes have been explosive offensively, scoring 6 or more goals in 2 of their last 3 matchups against the Capitals. Both teams are currently ranking in the top half of the league in offensive metrics, including goals per game, indicating they both have the firepower to score quickly and in volume. Last season, the Hurricanes were a top-tier offensive team, finishing 8th in the NHL with an average of 3.38 goals per game. The Capitals are also excelling offensively this season, ranking within the top 5 with an impressive average of 4.11 goals per game. The Capitals have surpassed the goal total in 3 of their last 4 games, with their offense showing signs of strength by scoring 4 or more goals in 4 of their last 6 outings. This includes a standout performance against the New Jersey Devils in mid-October, where they put up 6 goals. Washington has continued to rack up goals, hitting the 4-goal mark in 5 of their last 6 games, including a 6-goal game on Thursday. However, Carolina's goalie situation could be a concern, with Anderson listed as questionable and Kochetkov posting a subpar .891 save percentage so far this season. Adding to the high-scoring potential, Carolina's offense has been relentless, tallying 20 goals over their last 4 games. On the defensive side, the Capitals have shown vulnerabilities, and they may regress further against a high-powered Carolina offense. Washington allowed a total of 17 goals across 4 games against Carolina last season. The over has hit in 5 of the Capitals' last 6 games against Metro Division opponents, suggesting another high-scoring game is likely. All indications point towards a high-scoring contest in Carolina on Sunday afternoon, with both teams showcasing strong offensive capabilities. We expect plenty of goals, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Toronto Maple Leafs versus Minnesota Wild. The Toronto Maple Leafs, currently holding a 6-5-1 record, have displayed flashes of brilliance during the 2024-2025 season, showcasing the talent and potential that fans have long awaited. However, despite these promising moments, the team has struggled to maintain consistent performance across their lineup, leaving questions lingering about their ability to perform at a high level as they push to break their extended Stanley Cup drought. This inconsistency raises concerns about whether they can compete as a top contender throughout the season. On Sunday, the Maple Leafs will face a significant challenge when they go up against one of the NHL's top-performing teams, the Minnesota Wild, who boast a strong 7-1-2 record. The Wild have been a dominant force in the league this season, led by one of the league's most impressive players. With their eyes set firmly on securing a spot in the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Wild aim to continue proving their critics wrong and establish themselves as a serious contender. Historically, the Maple Leafs have had an advantage over the Wild, winning 5 consecutive matchups and 8 out of their last 10 meetings. This track record makes the Maple Leafs an intriguing choice for bettors in this game. However, Toronto faces a scheduling disadvantage as they are coming off a back-to-back game situation. Fatigue may become a factor, especially given that they have allowed 4 or more goals in 5 of their last 6 games. Typically, defensive sharpness tends to drop off in the second game of consecutive outings, adding another layer of difficulty for Toronto. Meanwhile, the Wild are playing some of their best hockey with 6 wins in their last 7 games, putting them in a stronger, more rested position for this matchup. Given the Wild's fresher legs and the recent dominance of their offensive play, they are poised to capitalize on Toronto's tired defense. Minnesota's offense has been particularly effective, and their high-powered lineup is likely to find scoring opportunities again in this contest. Kirill Kaprizov, who has been in exceptional form, is expected to find the back of the net at least once in this game, helping to propel the Wild to a victory. For these reasons, the Minnesota Wild money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the projected goaltending for this game, both starting goalies have kept their goals against averages below 2.5 this season, indicating strong individual performances. However, when the Maple Leafs and Wild meet, offense tends to dominate, as evidenced by their recent history. In their last 10 matchups, these two teams have seen an average of 6.5 total goals per game, with the over hitting in 6 of those contests. For the Maple Leafs, the over has been a frequent result, going 5-3-2 in their last 10 games overall. Additionally, they have allowed a total of 18 goals across their previous 4 road games, signaling vulnerabilities in their defense. Similarly, the Wild have an over record of 5-4-1 in their last 10 games, with the team currently ranking 6th in the NHL for goals scored, averaging an impressive 3.9 goals per game. With both teams showing a strong trend toward high-scoring games, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Blackhawks versus Anaheim Ducks. The Chicago Blackhawks, with a record of 3-7-1 and 7 points, currently sit in 8th place in the Central Division. They are set to play their second game in as many days this Sunday when they visit the Anaheim Ducks, who have a record of 4-4-1 and 10 points, placing them 7th in the Pacific Division. The Blackhawks are wrapping up a busy weekend after playing against the Los Angeles Kings on Saturday. Earlier in the week, they suffered a narrow 3-2 loss to the San Jose Sharks on Thursday, marking their 5th loss in their last 6 games. Sunday's game against the Ducks will conclude a challenging 5-game road trip for Chicago. The Ducks, despite struggling to score with an average of just 2.2 goals per game, hold the lowest goals for average in the NHL. However, they have been notably solid defensively, maintaining a respectable goals against average of 2.7. Anaheim's goaltender Lukas Dostal has been a standout performer this season, boasting an impressive 1.99 goals against average and a stellar .945 save percentage. Dostal has successfully defended 274 out of 290 shots on goal over his 8 appearances. Meanwhile, Chicago is averaging 2.6 goals per game, placing them near the bottom of the league at 25th. As the Blackhawks enter their 5th straight game on the road, they will likely struggle to break through Anaheim's sturdy defense and find opportunities for open shots. While Anaheim's offense may also face challenges in scoring, they do have an advantage against a worn-out Chicago defense that allows an average of 3.3 goals per game. Betting on either the Blackhawks or the Ducks isn't particularly appealing, as both teams have been inconsistent and have not been rewarding for bettors this season. If pressed to choose a winner, the slight edge might go to Anaheim due to their home ice advantage and strong stronger defensive play. Historically, the home team has prevailed in 7 out of the last 10 matchups between the Ducks and Blackhawks. The Blackhawks, struggling both offensively and defensively, don't offer enough value for a bet in this scenario, making the Anaheim Ducks money line our full game side pick. Both teams have shown weaknesses on defense lately. The Blackhawks have allowed an average of 3.6 goals over their last 5 games, while the Ducks have given up 3 goals per game in their last 3 outings. Throughout the season, these teams have allowed a significant number of shots, with Chicago ranked 24th in the league at 30 shots on goal per game, and Anaheim ranking last with 35.7 shots allowed per game. Given these defensive struggles, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.